Well, thank you very much for bearing with us through all the scene changes, but I think it's well worth it for the experiences our students have and the wonderful music we're hearing this evening. One quick business item. For those of you families who are hosting Oklahoma State students, in the back hallway behind the theater, there are numbers posted on the lockers, and that number corresponds to your Oklahoma State students, and that's kind of the meeting point for pickup after the performance is concluded. So once again, the back hallway, there are numbers posted on the lockers, and you and your student will meet up at your assigned number, and that's near the theater room, or room 305, and we really appreciate all of our host families. This performance this evening would not be possible without your hospitality. How about a huge round of applause for all of our host families? Now it's my pleasure to introduce this fine group sitting before you. The OSU Symphony Orchestra maintains a dynamic and varied performance schedule that includes repertoire spanning from the late Baroque era through the music of today. The orchestra was recently selected as a finalist for the American Prize College University category, a new national competition designed to recognize and reward the very best in performing arts in the United States, in schools and churches and the community and professional levels. In January 2013, the OSU Symphony Orchestra will perform as an invited guest orchestra at the College Orchestra Directors Association National Conference in Cleveland, Ohio. And this is a very prestigious honor, and actually the reason why they're with us today, and actually performed a concert in Indiana this morning and are on their way to that conference, and we're just so pleased to have them here. It's also my pleasure to introduce my friend and Oklahoma State University's very talented conductor, Professor Douglas Drosky. Professor Drosky was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, where he attended Northland High School and The Ohio State University, where parents you might be interested in addition to playing in the symphony orchestra and the concert bands and the jazz ensemble, he was also had time to be a squad leader in the Ohio State University Marching Band. After graduating from Ohio State, Professor Drosky served for 2 years as director of bands at Liberty Union High School right here in Fairfield County. He then attended Texas Tech University, where he earned a master's degree in orchestral conducting. He has also served as director of orchestras at Austin Peay University, is an active guest conductor and clinician for Yamaha, and is the principal guest conductor for the Oklahoma City Philharmonic. Professor Drosky is a huge supporter of public school music and has been a great friend to our music programs in Pickerington for many, many years. On behalf of the entire community of Pickerington, please welcome Maestro Drosky and the very talented Oklahoma State University Symphony Orchestra.
Good evening. It is great to be back home. We are going to do an abbreviated version of our conference program for you this evening, so we will conclude the program with portions of the Rite of Spring next. Before we do that, I would like to definitely thank Pickerington, the community of Pickerington, Pickerington North, for hosting us. We are very grateful for your hospitality and for you to open your homes to us. And our students have been instructed to be on their best behavior in your homes, and we hope they will not be a problem. They will not be a problem. We thank you very much. I would definitely like to thank Mr. Mark Krulakar for organizing this event. We have a small token of our appreciation. Is Mr. Krulakar close by? Mr. Krulakar, in Stillwater, Oklahoma, everything is either orange or black. Everything. Really. So, with a small token of our appreciation, we have a Oklahoma State windbreaker, which we would like to present to you. Also, coming back home, selfishly, it's obviously a homecoming for me. And my parents are here, my sister is here, I have church members, I have a former student from Liberty Union that is here. Ohio State professors are here. If you would, please grace us. Please stand up and be recognized. I would like to recognize you. Mr. Krulakar is correct. I have worked the Pickerington North Band Camp for, I think, maybe 7 of the last 8 years or 8 of the last 9 years, something like that. So I'm very familiar with falling asleep in this auditorium while Mr. Krulakar is doing full band. Anyway, as he stated, my family has a rich history in Fairfield County. My father was the Pickerington band director for 2 stints in between his, on either side of his graduate degrees. And so we're very thankful to be back in Fairfield County. My last thing I want to talk about, OSU Orchestra. Would all the non-music majors please raise your hand? Obviously, everyone else, please raise your hand. Music majors. As you can see, music lasts beyond high school. Music lasts for the rest of your life. For these students, the non-music majors that participate in the OSU Symphony Orchestra, they are engineers, they are architects. We have a big agriculture program at Oklahoma State. They're involved with that. They are in education, and they come to orchestra to have that release from the stress of their everyday life. They participate in the arts, they participate in music because it's part of what they are, and it's part of what they choose to experience in their life. I had a very heavy heart when I was just informed that Pickerington has dropped their general music, and without the general music in the public schools, we might not have some of these non-music majors participating and some of the music majors that are participating in music for the rest of their lives. So when the vote comes around, I'm probably preaching to the choir because you're here for a reason, because you support the music art and the arts, but whatever you can do to get the arts back in our schools for the young people that aren't necessarily in band, choir, or orchestra, you're only doing our society a favor. With that, we will conclude this evening's portion with most of the Rite of Spring. We had to do several cuts to fit in our conference time allotment. Without going into the story too much, it is PG-13 or rated R, but just know that the story has to deal with pagan rituals in old-time Russia. And how many students, how many have you heard of the Rite of Spring? Heard of it? How many people have heard it? Heard it live? Oh, you're in for a treat. The Rite of Spring.